How could I know that the kid helping me with a coffee maker in a Portland, Oregon shop would step into my house, spot my private toys and lingerie strewn across the sofa, and turn my world upside down? I was alone, had been for years. But that day, thanks to him, I wasn't lonely anymore. Who'd have thought a young green kid like that could stumble into my life and spark something so wild, so wrong? Let me take you back to the start. I'm 62, divorced for 17 years, living solo in a quiet little house. Sure, I had my private moments, my personal things, toys, silky undergarment stuff just for me. I used them so often I didn't even notice when they were out scattered like everyday clutter in my living room. Maybe it was habit. Maybe it was how I filled the hollow ache of loneliness. Either way, that morning felt ordinary. I just wanted a new coffee maker, something to keep my routine humming. But Ethan, the young clerk, changed everything when he offered to help. When I opened the door and let him in, box in his arms, I had no idea a plain day was about to burn bright. Ethan was 25, eager, all energy and spark. As he stepped inside, his eyes roamed the room, landing on the toys and lace on the sofa. I was so used to them being there, I didn't even blink. To me, they were as normal as the furniture. He gave a sly smile, setting the box down. "You live alone, huh?" His voice carried a curious edge, a glint of mischief in his eyes. My face went hot, embarrassment crashing over me like a wave. This wasn't supposed to happen. I just needed the coffee maker set up, not my secrets laid bare. "Ethan, please act like you didn't see anything," I said, my voice shaky, betraying me. My private world was mine alone, never meant to spill out like this. He looked at me, that smile still playing on his lips. "Whatever you say," he said, but added, "Hard to unsee something like that. They want attention just like you." His words hit like a spark on dry wood. I turned away, muttering, trying to douse the heat rising in me. I begged him to focus on the coffee maker, to ignore the forbidden glimpse into my life. But Ethan, with that warm, disarming charm, kept going. "Feeling lonely like this, it's normal," he said, his eyes gleaming with something new, something dangerous. "We all have needs. But sometimes toys aren't enough, right?" His voice dropped, subtle, but heavy, like he was reaching for me, bold yet soft. Our eyes locked for a moment, and a current surged between us, a quiet pull, a forbidden heat. I felt his gaze, warm and piercing. Every second drew us closer, his words sinking into my soul. I knew then something had shifted, something I couldn't name. "I felt it the moment I saw you in the shop," Ethan said, his voice low, eyes burning. "You gave me a feeling I've never had." I froze, my heart a tangle of chaos. What could I say? Resisting him felt impossible, like fighting a tide. "You did something to me too," I admitted, a faint smile breaking through. "Or I wouldn't have let you in." Inside, I knew it was deeper than that. Ethan's presence, his body, his voice, his ease lit me up, stirred something I'd buried long ago. The air grew heavy. "These jeans, this shirt, they're suffocating me," I said, trying to lighten the tension. "I'm gonna change into something comfier. Make yourself at home." His eyes followed me as I moved, and I couldn't look away, not even for a second. I was caught, pulled toward him, the distance between us shrinking. Upstairs, I slipped into a sleek, form-fitting dress, touched up my makeup, and came back down. Ethan stood by the living room door, his gaze locking onto me, deliberate and hungry. I hesitated, my thoughts racing, but a voice inside urged me forward. "All right," I told myself. "He's all in, like he hit the jackpot. Let's play this out." I stepped closer, teasing. "Ethan, you single, got a girl, or do you spend your nights alone?" A spark flared in me as I watched him, his excitement and shy curiosity lighting up his face. "If you've got that coffee maker ready, let's brew some," I said, my voice trembling. "And talk. Tell me everything about you." I moved closer, heat rising in me. Every detail of him, his stance, his breath, drew me in. He sat on the couch, shifting restless. I pulled a chair right next to him, the hem of my dress inching up slightly as I sat. I knew he noticed, felt his eyes linger. Crossing my legs, I rested a hand on the back of his chair. Getting impatient waiting for this, I teased, trying to keep it light, but the tension between us crackled. Ethan, flustered but holding my gaze, asked, "How old are you?" His voice wavered, caught between awe and nerves. "I'd swear you're 50. I laughed, flattered, strange as it was. "You into 50-year-olds?" I shot back, eyebrow raised. Every word pulled us closer, fueled by the heat of the moment. He blushed, stumbling. "No, I mean you look young, beautiful." His words echoed in me, warm and dangerous. I felt alive but unsteady, teetering on the edge of something wrong. A heavy silence fell. I took a breath and asked, "You got a girl? Spend your nights alone?" I needed to know. Feared the answer, craved it. "I'm alone," he said, his voice low, eyes locked on mine. His loneliness mirrored mine, but it wasn't the kind you wanted to keep. We stared, the intensity building. My emotions surged, and I knew I had to act. "This night's not ending like that," I said, my voice firm, resolute. I looked at him, every word heavy with intent. "Ethan, come here." My tone dropped, inviting, certain. I glanced toward the bedroom, no hesitation. His footsteps followed, quick, uneven. In the bedroom, Ethan paused at the door, shoulders tense, eyes expectant. I faced him, seeing his mix of hesitation and hunger. "You ready, Ethan?" I asked, calm but steady. I stepped closer, smiling softly. "I've got experience, as you can see. No need to worry." My hand brushed his shoulder, easing his tension, stoking his excitement. His youthful energy met my seasoned confidence. I slipped the straps of my dress off the fabric, sliding to the floor. His eyes traced me, awestruck, wanting. I stayed calm, stepping closer. My fingers grazed his cheek, waiting for him to move. He hesitated, then leaned in, his lips meeting mine, bold, yet unsure, a mix that pulled me deeper. I eased back toward the bed, sinking into it slowly. The cool sheets sent a shiver through me, heightening my anticipation. "Ethan, come here," I said, my voice soft, commanding, pointing to the spot beside me. He moved closer, lying down carefully, the air thick with our held breaths. I placed a hand on his chest, feeling his heartbeat. Ever thought about this moment? Ethan imagined it. His eyes didn't waver. "More than imagined," he said, voice low, trembling. "Never thought it could happen." All doubts burned away. Our connection wasn't just physical, it was raw, emotional, undeniable. I felt alive, reckless. Sitting up slightly, I leaned over him, my eyes locked on his. "Ethan, tonight, neither of us is alone." He swallowed, understanding the weight of my words. His hands gripped the bed, but his eyes grew bold. I cupped his face, whispering, "Let's live this moment." No questions, no fear. His breath quickened, but he didn't pull away. We were escaping loneliness, finding solace in each other. His hand found my waist, hesitant at first, then sure, his desire overtaking doubt. "Ethan," I whispered, tracing his face. "This feels right, beautiful." He didn't look away. "I feel it too," he said, voice shaking but warm. "But isn't this too fast? It's so strong, so perfect." I smiled, kissing his forehead softly. "Sometimes life's better when you don't overthink. Just feel it. Don't stop." His hands slid up my back, pulling me closer, our breaths merging the distance gone. This was our turning point, and we both knew it. Ethan surrendered, breathless, lost in the moment. As I'd begged, he didn't stop, and it felt like fire. Afterward, lying beside him, he looked content, like every weight had lifted. His strong arms wrapped around me, holding tight. My head rested on his chest, his steady heartbeat a rhythm both soothing and thrilling. My fingers traced patterns on his skin. "Brittany, this calm, this peace, I've never felt it," he said, his voice raw, honest. I smiled, nestled closer. "Really?" "Yeah," he said, his hand sliding down my back. "I've been chasing something my whole life. Never thought I'd stop for this, but with you, it's worth it." His words warmed me, filled the emptiness I'd carried. "Just being with you makes me feel something I haven't in years," I said. "It's special." He ran his fingers through my hair, smiling faintly. "Guess we gave each other what we needed," he said, thoughtful. I looked up, his face open, relieved. "Let's keep it like this," I said. "Just this moment." He nodded, silent, and we lay there wrapped in each other, the quiet glow outside seeming to shine just for us. I dreamed of him staying, filling my silent corners, my lonely nights. The thought of him in my world made everything brighter, fuller. I didn't know where this would lead, but it wasn't over. This was just the start. Stay tuned. If you're still here, I know this story hit you hard. There's more to tell, and you won't want to miss it. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and drop a comment. I want to hear your thoughts. Let's talk below. Your support means everything.